Killer Klowns From Outer Space is rumored for 4K. Arrow Video and Shout Factory unveil their new November slates, including Piranha 4K and Robin Hood Prince of Thieves on 4K. Thor Love and Thunder gets an official 4K and Blu-ray announcement from Disney. Two all-time classics, Casablanca and To Kill a Mockingbird, are officially announced for 4K. The rumors are stacked with tons of new Christmas movies coming to 4K. It's Mike Myers Mania, and I don't mean the serial killer, as Wayne's World and Shrek 2 are speculated for 4K in November. And it looks like we're all gonna have a happy Christmas as Warner Brothers announces Christmas Vacation on 4K this November. All this and more in the next Physical Media Report. Stay tuned. What is up, everybody, and welcome back to the Mid-Level Media channel, your hub for everything physical media and entertainment. I am Ken, here today for the Physical Media Report, episode 123. That is right, guys, your weekly dose of physical media goodness, where we talk about everything new and exciting in the world of 4K and Blu-ray and just everything physical media. We're going to dive into it head first here today. We've got so much to cover, guys. To say that today's episode might be the biggest physical media episode, physical media report episode of all time is a serious understatement. There is so much to cover here today. I'm going to try to get through it without passing out and dying right here in front of your very eyes. But look, before we get into talking about it, guys, we got rumors to cover. We got news. We've got deals. We've got what's new this week. Before we get into it all, I need to ask, if you're not yet subscribed to the channel, if you like Blu-rays and 4Ks and owning the movies that you love and collecting physical media, hit the subscribe button. We talk about that kind of stuff every single day on this channel, and you'll definitely enjoy it. Also, be sure to smash that like button and comment down below, guys. We have got a lot of stuff to cover here today. I want to know, what are you the most excited about? What are you the most amped up for? What gets your juices flowing the most? Let me know in that comment section below, and then turn on those bell notifications for all future videos. So let's jump right into it. We're gonna jump right into the rumors, and most of these rumors are brought to us by the Disc Father on Instagram. Some of them are Dawn of the Disc as well, so I will link both of those down below. So let's get into the first one. I believe this one came from the Disc Father, but Killer Klowns From Outer Space is apparently supposed to get a 4K sometime in the near future. Now, we have heard of this rumor before. There is no date announced for this. Again, this is a rumor. This is speculation. There's nothing on any other site about this. But yeah, Killer Klowns From Outer Space. I'm really excited about this one because I know Arrow Video released this. Is Arrow Video going to do the 4K? I don't know. It could be somebody else completely that does this. Maybe Vinegar Syndrome does it, or somebody else. Maybe Kino Lorber will do Killer Klowns. I doubt that they'll do Killer Klowns, but I don't know. I don't know who's going to put this one out, but it is a rumor right now. Killer Klowns From Outer Space in 4K. I'm really hoping that Arrow Video just does the 4K release, because then we'll still get all the special features from Arrow Video before, and hopefully that same awesome packaging, because I missed out on that Killer Klowns Arrow Video release. I don't even own Killer Klowns in the collection, and to be completely honest with everybody, this is another big horror movie that I've never seen, so I would definitely be excited, ecstatic even, to watch Killer Klowns for the first time in 4K. But yeah, I know this is a big one. It's an exciting one. Everybody loves Killer Klowns. Killer Klowns is back. Like they're getting a 4K rumor, like a video game's coming. Spirit Halloween's got guns and all these Killer Klowns accessories. It feels like Killer Klowns is back in the pop culture zeitgeist, and I'm here for it. Even though I haven't seen the movie, I'm excited for all of it, and I'm definitely excited for Killer Klowns 4K. So let's get into the next 4K rumor, and that is Holiday Inn. And I think this is a classic film starring Bing Crosby, and that's supposed to be coming out in 4K from Universal on October the 31st. So I don't know too much about this movie. I know it's a classic, holiday Christmas movie. I've seen it at Walmart. I think they came out with like a special Blu-ray edition last year, but don't know too much about the movie. And again, it's a rumor at this point that one's going to be coming out. The Night of the Living Dead 4K. We know we're getting it from Criterion, but there's also apparently supposed to be a steelbook coming from Studio Canal on November the 23rd. Now, if this is the actual steelbook design, again, I don't know if it is. This is on the Disc Father's Instagram page. I don't know if it's the actual design or not, if it's a made-up design, but that's a cool-ass design. I will absolutely be picking this up because that's an awesome image on the cover. But yeah, Studio Canal, they do great work in steelbooks usually, so this looks super awesome. it might actually tempt me to get this instead of the Criterion Edition. If so, I'll definitely get the Criterion Edition at some point. But it'll probably be a sale. I won't get it straight off the bat. If this one's available, I might get this one instead. But let me know which one you would be getting in the comment section below. Let's move on to the next one. And this one's kind of weird. Some of these, you know, could be rumors. They could be announced. Like some people are saying they're announced. Some people are saying they're rumors. Now these could be announced today even. Like even after I film this, these could go up and be announced. But Wayne's World is coming to 4K, and we've covered this one before, but now it has the official artwork of what the, you know, actual Paramount artwork's going to be when this come out. So, you know, that's supposed to be coming out from Paramount on November the 16th. So I am very excited for Wayne's World. Wayne's World it's my favorite comedy of all time. I definitely decided that. It's always been in like my top 5, my top 10, but I rewatched it this year and I was like, this movie, for being as old as it is, it's like 30 years old, it just holds up so beautifully well. Like nothing about this movie ages. Like all the themes of the movie are still hilarious and, you know, very relevant to today even. So I love Wayne's World. It's just one of the funniest comedies of all time. I'll buy every single edition of this. I don't care that I just bought that Steelbook. I love that Steelbook's got all the quotes and stuff in the movie. Just one of the most quotable movies of all time. But I will absolutely buy this 4K. I'm not super crazy about the artwork that Paramount put out here, but I also don't hate it either. I think it's, you know, it's cool artwork. You know, it's Wayne and Garth and they're partying. It's got purple and pink and stuff in the background. So that supposedly is the official artwork. But again, we won't know for sure until this gets an official announcement. Also, apparently, Shrek 2 is going to be coming out on 4K this year, this November from Universal. So we got Shrek 1 back in 2021, I think May of 2021, and now we're going to get Shrek 2. A lot of people would say that Shrek 2 is the best of the Shrek series. I can't really argue. I think I have a little bit more nostalgia for the first one, but I also have a lot of nostalgia for the second one because I remember watching it with my son when he was first born a lot. So I really enjoy Shrek 2. I haven't even picked up the first one on 4K yet. It was just one that I felt like I could skip. I just don't pick up a lot of animation in 4K, but definitely exciting news if you're a Shrek fan to get Shrek 2 on 4K. We're also supposed to be getting Puss in Boots on 4K from Universal in November as well. So another movie in the Shrek universe going to be coming out. So maybe it's possible because Puss in Boots, I think, came out after Shrek 3. It's possible they might just bypass Shrek 3 and not do that one. I know that completionists would probably be a little upset about that, but yeah, Puss in Boots. I feel like I've seen that one, but I don't feel like I remember it very much. But let me know if that's a good one in the comment section below. Now let's get into some of these Christmas 4K rumors. Some really exciting stuff coming from Warner Brothers in November, and we do have an announcement down below for one of them, but these are rumors at this point. A Christmas Story is supposed to be coming to 4K in November. The Polar Express is supposed to be coming to 4K in November. Elf is supposed to be coming to 4K in November, and we're also getting the Frosty, Rudolph, and a Santa Claus is coming to town 4K collection in November as well. So last week we talked about Rudolph, so apparently Rudolph, Frosty, and Santa Claus is coming to town, is coming to 4K. So I am very excited for all of these, except maybe Polar Express. I don't really feel like I need that one. I feel like that one's going to look worse in 4K. I'm not a huge Polar Express fan, but I said last week, I don't know if I need Rudolph in 4K. I don't know if I need Frosty in 4K, but it's definitely exciting to get more of these like classic, you know, family movies, family Christmas movies in the 4K format for sure. Elf on 4K, I love Elf, so it's another one that I don't care if it looks a whole lot better visually. I'm going to buy it just because I love the movie. A Christmas Story, though. A Christmas Story, I feel like there's a lot of room for improvement, and I feel like that one visually will probably, you know, feel like the biggest upgrade as opposed to all of these other ones that were announced. But A Christmas Story in 4K, I feel like could look really good. I feel like they could do really solid work upgrading that one in 4K. But yeah, I'm definitely excited for that one. Now let's get into the news and announcements, guys. We've got tons of stuff to cover. Again, I don't know how I'm going to get through this all. I'm going to try to pace myself a little bit. I'm going to try to pace myself down, try to bring down my speed just slightly. But let's start to get through this. But Casablanca on 4K has been announced, and this is the 80th anniversary edition coming out from Warner Brothers on November the 8th. So a classic film, classic black and white film from 1942. A lot of people were speculating on this one that this would come out this year, and it actually is. So I've seen Casablanca. I really liked it. I didn't love it, so I'm hoping that maybe a rewatch I might connect to it a little bit more, but I'll absolutely be picking this up. And more classic films in 4K is never a bad thing. And I've always said, you know, with black and white, I'm always hyping it up. I just feel like black and white is so beautiful in the 4K format, so I cannot wait to pick pick this one up. We also got To Kill a Mockingbird, which I believe is the 60th anniversary, coming to 4K from Universal on October the 11th. So another classic film coming to 4K. I know a lot of people really love this movie. I haven't seen it, so this will be another classic film that I'll get to knock off my classic film list. So definitely excited for To Kill a Mockingbird in 4K. Highlander on 4K. I've been talking about Highlander on 4K, I feel like an awful lot over the past few months. That is getting a steelbook and box set from Studio Canal on October the 31st with new features and a new audio commentary. So you're going to be getting new special features with this and a new audio commentary. So again, this is going to be a 4K steelbook and a box set. So hopefully somewhere soon down the line, we're going to be getting like a Lionsgate slipcover. Usually with the Studio Canal titles, you know, Lionsgate has an affiliation with them, and they usually put out their stuff on 4K with a slipcover a little bit later on down the line. And maybe, just possibly, we could be getting a fire Lionsgate steelbook of Highlander as well, because the same thing happened with Angel Heart. There was a steelbook from Studio Canal, and then they did the steelbook in the US, the Lionsgate steelbook. So hopefully the same thing happens with Highlander, but we'll see. Now let's get into something I'm definitely excited about. And again, I think Christmas Story is going to be the most drastic upgrade, but I also think that this movie is going to be a pretty awesome upgrade as well. But Christmas Vacation is coming to 4K from Warner Brothers on November the 1st. So this is without a doubt my favorite Christmas movie of all time. Now, this is a movie that I'm going to be very conflicted on because this comes out on November the 1st. I don't know if I'm going to get this on November the 1st, or if I do get it, I don't know if I'm going to watch it because it is a long tradition in my household. We watch this movie every single Christmas Eve without fail. And I love it every single Christmas Eve. It just feels right to watch it on Christmas Eve because I consider Christmas Vacation a Christmas Eve movie. So I don't know if I'm going to watch this one when it comes out on November the 1st. That's a little too early for me to watch Christmas Vacation, but I might just have to just to see how that upgrade is. But I'm super excited for this. Of course, I would love to see Vacation, the original one, in 4K as well, but this is by far the most popular vacation movie, so it makes sense that they would put this one out first for sure. But Christmas Vacation in 4K, it's a must. The shitter's full in 4K. I'm picturing it all. I feel like this movie's gonna look beautiful in the 4K format. Just to see that house with all those lights on it just light up in 4K, oh my God, I can't wait. I cannot wait for that. But Christmas Vacation in 4K has been officially announced. It's not a rumor, coming out from Warner Brothers on November the 1st. Now, as for the cover of that one, I'm not the most crazy about it. I would rather just have the classic. I'm always a classic poster guy. I just want the classic image of Clark in the Santa suit with the lights and stuff, and he's like getting shocked. But I love that image, and I would like for that to be the cover. But the cover on this one, as far as the recent Warner Brothers covers are concerned with Poltergeist and the Lost Boys, they haven't been great. This one's not terrible. Like, I don't hate it. It's just the family sitting by the fireplace. It's a nice image. Of course, it has nothing to do with the actual movie. It's not even a scene from the movie. But, you know, it's a nice image. I can deal with it. It's okay. But Christmas Vacation in 4K, I'm so excited. Let me know if you are in that comment section below. We also got Brick coming out on 4K from Kino Lorber. Now, this is a Rian Johnson movie starring Joseph Gordon-Levitt. So I've seen parts of this movie, but I didn't finish it. I honestly just wasn't that engaged in it. So I'll be excited to give this one another shot because I've heard really good things about it. But Kino Lorber is supposed to be putting this one out sometime in late 2022. Now let's get into E.T. So we talked about some E.T. 4K editions coming out last week with the Lunchbox set and also the Steelbook, which has been confirmed to be a Target exclusive Steelbook. But now we're also getting just a regular 4K slip with that new image of E.T. with the, you know, the finger on the cover. So that's really cool. So you're going to have more options with E.T. I am leaning towards that Lunchbox set. I really am. Am I going to get the Steelbook? I don't know, but I'm at least going to get that Lunchbox set. But another really exciting thing with this, guys, is there is 45 minutes of new special features in this E.T. 40th Anniversary Edition. So definitely exciting stuff that they're actually adding new stuff in and really making it, you know, worth your while. Because if you already have the 4K like I do, you may need a little bit of a reason to justify a double dip, another purchase of E.T. So 45 minutes of new features is definitely a good reason to do that. Now let's get into the Arrow Video November announcement. So I went over all these in a special video Friday night, so I don't feel the need to really go in depth here, but we do have The Wolf of Wall Street coming out in 4K and Blu-ray on November the 7th, so I am excited about this. I think I'm probably going to pick this up, but this is a UK only release as well. Robin Hood Prince of Thieves was announced on 4K, Blu-ray, and a 4K Steelbook, and a 4K Steelbook box set as well, and that's supposed to come out on November the 18th. So this one is also UK only. So the two big ones in this announcement set is UK, The Wolf of Wall Street, and Robin Hood, Prince of Thieves. But again, I covered this all extensively in that special video that on Friday. So I am definitely excited for Robin Hood. I don't import a lot from Arrow Video, and I feel like this might be one that'll come out in the US maybe in a year like True Romance did. I don't know, but I cannot wait for Robin Hood, Prince of Thieves. I'm absolutely going to, pre-order this one and get it and import it and all that stuff. I can't wait for it. So Audrey Rose, which looks like an interesting horror title. I've never seen this movie before. That comes out on November the 8th. We also have Incredible But True on November the 8th as well. And the Shawscope Volume 2 14 movie box set coming out on November the 22nd. So that looks like an awesome box set. I cannot wait to get that one. But again, we discussed that in greater detail on previous editions of the Physical Media Report and again on Friday as well. And next we have the Shout Factory November announcement. So a lot of cool stuff coming out in November from Shout Factory. Again, I covered this last night in my live stream, but I will cover it again right here. So we do have In the Company of Wolves on 4K coming out on November the 22nd. So this is a completely brand new movie for Scream Factory. They have not put this one out on Blu-ray before. So definitely cool that we're actually getting a new title and not just another 4K upgrade. So we did get Alligator in February and we got Child's Play 2 and 3. But most of this year has been re-releases and upgrades. So it's cool that we're getting something new and different with newly commissioned artwork as well. And I've heard really good things about this movie. Came out in 1984. Again, I just did a video about 1984. It's one of the greatest years for cinema of all time. So I'm excited to get another 1984 movie in 4K. And this one comes out on November the 22nd. Piranha is coming out on 4K on November the 1st. So the classic sea creature feature movie inspired by Jaws. I think it's from 1978. I think Scream Factory already has a Blu-ray edition of this one out. So this is going to be a re-release and upgrade. And that comes out on November the 1st. We also have Rollerball coming out on 4K on November the 22nd. So this is a kind of strange announcement because Scorpion's releasing Rollerball, and I also think Ronin Flicks is releasing Rollerball on Blu-ray. So now we're getting a 4K of Rollerball from Shout Factory. So a little strange that everybody's releasing Rollerball around the same time. But hey, RIP James Caan, give James Caan some love, and release Rollerball and all the formats and editions that you guys want. But this one looks like it's not going to be a collector's edition, so you're probably not going to get a slipcover with that one. And we're also getting Used Cars, which is a Robert Zemeckis film, one of his early films, I think from 1980. And that one comes out on November the 15th. So I'm definitely excited about that one because I have not seen that classic Zemeckis film, and I'm definitely excited to check it out for the first time. And we're also getting the Sonny Chiba collection from Shout Factory on November the 15th. So don't know too much about that collection or the movies involved in that, but that was another collector's set that was announced this morning with all the other announcements. Hogan's Heroes. Any Hogan's Heroes fans out there? I haven't seen this TV show, but the entire series is coming to Blu-ray from Paramount on October the 25th. So Paramount continues to be the studio that feels like they care about their past titles and TV shows the most because they feel like they're doing the most work in restoring these classic movies and shining up their stuff and putting it out on 4K and Blu-ray for us. So they just feel like they care the most out of all the other studios as far as like their catalog and preserving their films and TV shows. So definitely, interesting that this is coming out. And I know a lot of people are probably going to be excited about it. I'm not personally. I've never been a Hogan's Heroes fan, but a cool announcement nonetheless. Imprint announced all their stuff that's coming out in the month of November 30th to be exact. And we've got a lot of really cool stuff here that I'm going to run down. The After Dark Neo-Noir Cinema Volume 2 collection, including films Blue Steel, Internal Affairs, Crimson Rivers, The Way of the Gun, The Yards, and Narc. And we're also getting the Roland Joffe collection with The Killing Fields, also a movie from 1984, The Mission, Fat Man and Little Boy, and City of Joy. And just the individual movies that we're getting School Ties with Brendan Fraser. That looks like a really cool edition. I might actually pick that one up. City of Gold, which a lot of people have said is a great film and absolutely deserving of this Imprint release. The Fabulous Stains, which is a film starring Diane Lane, and Distant Thunder. Definitely a cool lineup. One day I'm actually going to purchase an Imprint release because they just put out such cool stuff, but I just cannot bring myself to pay that price point for most of those to pick them up. Now let's get into the other announcements. There's so many announcements to go over, guys. Ghost Watch is coming to Blu-ray from 101 Films on October the 31st, so that's a big box set release of that movie. I've heard really great things about that one as well. Minions: The Rise of Gru on 4K and Blu-ray is coming out from Universal on September the 6th. We also got Thor: Love and Thunder that got its official announcement this past week. So I saw this movie in theaters not my favorite Marvel movie of Phase 4, but it is going to be getting multiple editions, including a 4K, a Blu-ray, a Walmart slipcover edition, and a 4K Best Buy exclusive steelbook, and also a Zavi exclusive 4K steelbook as well. And this is going to be coming out on September the 27th from Disney. So interesting to note though, there is no Target edition. So is Target doing away with their special editions? Because they almost always do special editions for new Disney and Marvel films. So I know a lot of people said, that the Target editions were going away. So I wonder if this is the sign, if this is the first, sign of the Target editions going away. We're not going to get Target special editions anymore. I mean, they've sucked as of lately anyway, so you're really not missing out, but they have done some cool covers. Orphan First Kill, which I just watched on Paramount last week and did a review on my wife and I's channel, so go check that out if you want to hear our thoughts. That link is down below to our channel. But yeah, Orphan First Kills coming out from Paramount on October the 18th. So you see, Orphan First Kills was a streaming film, and Paramount is putting it out on physical media. So yeah, Paramount cares. They care about physical media. They're still putting their stuff out on physical media, so definitely cool stuff there. Freddy's Nightmares is coming out, and this was a series in the 80s and 90s that, it was branded as a Nightmare on Elm Street TV series, but Freddy Krueger barely showed up. I remember watching that as a kid, but, interesting that is finally coming to Blu-ray, to physical media in December, and PDX in Germany is releasing this one. So this is going to be an overseas release. You're going to have a region-free player, I imagine, to play this. But yeah, if you have been waiting for Freddy's Nightmares to come to Blu-ray, you might get it pretty soon. Now, no word on if it's going to actually come to the US or not, but again, you can import this one overseas from PDX in Germany. We also got a Punisher Warzone 4K Best Buy exclusive steelbook from Lionsgate coming out on October the 18th. This is a really awesome looking steelbook. Now, I have not seen this Punisher film. I saw the first Punisher movie, but I skipped this one. I just heard horrible reviews and bad things about it, so I just never watched it. But I will absolutely watch it because it's getting an awesome steelbook now. And the artwork on this is insane and awesome. And I want to call out the artist, Mexi Funk. He did some excellent work with this, so I just wanted to acknowledge him as well. So he did some excellent work with the artwork on that. So very cool stuff. The Universal Monsters Volume 1 individual 4K releases will be coming out on October the 11th. So Universal is continuing their trend of releasing the box sets and then releasing the actual individual versions months later. So we're going to be getting individual releases for Frankenstein, Dracula, the Wolfman, and the Invisible Man. Those will all be coming out October the 11th. We got the Beyond on 4K. Now this is two Fulci movies we're going to be talking about here. Lucio Fulci. The Beyond on 4K from Grindhouse Releasing. No date for that. And City of the Living Dead is coming to 4K from Cauldron Films, and there's also no date for that one. So those will be coming eventually for sure, but definitely exciting stuff to get more Italian cinema and horror in 4K. And with that, let's get into the deals. So not a ton of deals to cover here today, but there's still some pretty good ones. Game of Thrones is $111. So if you missed out on that $99 price point last Monday, you can still get it for a little bit more expensive, $111 right now. Good. If you want all the Game of Thrones, seasons in 4K, this is definitely probably the best chance to get it for the cheapest, unless it goes down to $99 next week. Signs is on Blu-ray for $5.99 right now. I just bought this for $10, so I'm kicking myself, but it's $5.99 right now. But is this an indication that we might get it on 4K because they're bringing the price down a lot? Maybe they're trying to sell their stock of Signs. But Signs, I cannot recommend this movie highly enough. It's M. Night Shyamalan's best film. Buy Signs for $6 on Blu-ray. It's totally worth it. The Evil Dead 4K box set is $51 right now, so it's still pretty cheap. Men on Blu-ray, the A24 film, which I'm actually pretty high on, is $19.96. Dirty Dancing on 4K. This one came out, I believe, last week. That is $15.99. Morbius on 4K is $21.19. Heat on 4K is $22.99. Death Proof, the Quentin Tarantino film Death Proof, is $9.99 on Blu-ray. The A-Team collector set, I think this is about $75-$80, is now $62.49. And the Paranormal set pre-order, now this is in my top 3 most anticipated of the fall releases. I am so excited for this Paranormal Activity box set, and that is available for pre-order right now for $56.65. This is a Scream Factory level box set for the price of $56.65. So definitely some cool stuff there. Now let's get into what is new this week, guys. And we don't have a ton of really exciting, new releases here today. It's pretty light, but I will say if you're a Vinegar Syndrome fan and a fan of the Vinegar Syndrome partner labels, there's tons of stuff coming out from that label. I cannot get into all of it. there's just so much of it to cover. But yeah, just tons of Vinegar Syndrome stuff coming out. We do have a couple that I'm gonna call out here, but Cat People on 4K from Scream Factory is $27.99. So it's a new Scream Factory release. Hopefully that comes free of grease and oil on the inside. Hopefully, fingers crossed, guys. But Cat People 4K, I'm excited about this one. I got it on pre-order. It's supposed to arrive tomorrow. So hopefully, maybe, possibly, I'll have a review out for that one. Faceless on 4K from Severin Video for $49.95. So it's a Severin 4K release. The Giallo Essentials Box Set Black Edition coming out from Arrow Video for $79.38. Now, this one I think was supposed to release in July and it got delayed. Now it's coming out this week for $79.38. We have the Running Out of Time 2-movie collector set from Arrow Video for $34.99. So definitely a great price for 2 movies and a box set release. And the Warrior 4K Best Buy exclusive Steelbook is coming out from Lionsgate for $19.99. Now, this is an awesome Steelbook. I've already done an unboxing on my channel. If you have not seen Warrior, I'm telling you right now, this is totally worth a 4K Steelbook purchase. This is one of the greatest like inspirational sports movies of all time, and probably the best movie on like mixed martial arts ever. So definitely an awesome movie if you haven't seen Warrior. The Bionic Woman Complete Series getting a Blu-ray set coming out from Shout Factory for $124.99. That is a steep price for the Bionic Woman. 1883, the Yellowstone prequel series coming out, the season 1 of that on Blu-ray from Paramount for $24.99. The Bell 4K Digipack Collector's Edition is coming out from Shout Factory for $49.99. All About Evil, the Blu-ray from Severin for $34.99. And Shout Factory's getting 2 site exclusives this week. Hopefully they have the actual like spelling of the titles on the side correctly. And this is limited to 1,500, so you have to get on their actual website to order these. But Space Truckers and a 2-movie collector set of Strip to Kill and Final Judgment is coming out this week. Site exclusives to Shout Factory. Kino Lorber has got 5 new titles coming out this week, including Mysterious Island of Beautiful Women on Blu-ray for $17.99, Mata Hari for $17.99, Summer Heat for $17.98, The 10th Man for $17.98, and Facing Nolan, currently with no price on there, so not exactly sure what this one's running right now. The Phantom of the Opens coming out from Sony for $22.99, American Carnage from Lionsgate is $15.39, Brian and Charles coming out from Universal for $19.99, 61st Street Season 1 is coming out from RLJE for $19.99, Symphony for a Massacre is coming out from Cohen Media Group for $19.99. Faya Dai is coming out from Criterion for $27.99. Miami Connection in 4K, which I think is the only Vinegar Syndrome that I'm actually announcing on. Again, Vinegar Syndrome's got like 50 things coming out this week, guys. It's always confusing with them, so I'm really sorry that I cannot cover all of it. Coming out for $49.95. Very, steep price for that. And I think Miami Connection, I feel like came out like a couple of months ago. So again, it's very confusing with Vinegar Syndrome, how they announce stuff and what's coming out and what's like getting re-released and stuff. I have a hard time tracking all that stuff. Vinegar. I need to do a separate video with Vinegar Syndrome, I guess. And we also have a Walk in the Woods coming out from Shout Factory for $22.99, a movie with Robert Redford and Nick Nolte. And with that, guys, we are done with the Physical Media Report, episode 123, probably the biggest physical media report that I've ever done on this channel. It was a challenge to get through, but I appreciate you guys bearing with me for all of these great late breaking news and announcements and rumors and just everything. Physical media is booming right now, guys. It's never been better, and I'm so excited for what's to come, and I hope you guys are too. So definitely like this video, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, comment down below everything that you're excited about that's coming this week, coming out in the coming months, just everything. Let me know in that comment section below. Also, turn on those bell notifications and follow me on all of my social media accounts. Those links are down below in the description, and we'll see you next time.